When you become a TYT member, not only do you get exclusive content, you become a part of our family. Click the link in the description box below to join the home of progressives.
Pharrell is not happy. He may have written the song happy, but he's not happy that Donald Trump used it at a rally. So he sent a cease and desist letter through his own lawyers. And here's what the cease and desist letter says. On the day the mass murder of 11 human beings at the hands of a deranged nationalist, you played his song Happy to a crowd at a political event. There was nothing happy about the tragedy inflicted upon our country on Saturday, and no permission was granted for your use of this song. This happens not surrounding a tragedy like this, but this happens generally a lot where musicians send in a message saying, all right, you used my song without permission in public. Could you please stop, either through a formal cease and desist letter or through just a suggestion. Sometimes they pull the person aside or call them up, depending on how well they know them, and say either please don't use it because I'm not a political person and this is not a political song, or I directly disagree with your platform. This time, Pharrell seemed to be saying, you can't play the song Happy on the day of a national tragedy. What do we think?
Yeah, so a lot of presidents have stopped doing what they're doing in the middle of elections when tragedies hit, whether they're natural tragedies like a superstorm or it's a massacre like it was in this case. Trump, of course, is not a normal president. So he had 2 campaign events and decided, nah, I'm happy to go to them and play this song as well. I mean, did Trump himself hit play and know that this song? No, but did he say, yeah, I'm gonna keep on campaigning and you play whatever the hell thing you like, who cares, we're still having fun out here. And that's his favorite thing in the world, by the way. It's not just campaigning. He loves those rallies, those are fun for him. The job of being president, that's homework. Yep. That's not fun. Yep. Talking about a massacre, it's not fun, especially when it was a right-winger who got encouraged by nonstop Republican calls for violence. So he went to the Future Farmers of America convention on that day and to this rally in Illinois. And so, look, I think one of these musicians have to actually follow through and sue and insist on payment, because the Republicans do it all the time and Trump does it all the time. He came out to We Are the Champions in the convention and Queen was like, no, not remotely cool. You don't have permission to play that song, nor do we want it associated with you in any way, shape, or form. Steven Tyler of Aerosmith has objected to him playing the songs. Look, the only thing Trump cares about is money. So hit him where it hurts. Go get like him. He claims he's got a lot of money. He claims he's got $10 billion. Well, so he's willfully breaking the law here. Go get $1 million or something from him. Not that Pharrell needs the money, just as to set an example.
U2 too, right? There are several artists who.
There are multiple artists. Pretty much every major artist, from Tom Petty to ABBA, has called various politicians, and either side. Sam and Dave told Barack Obama not to play Hold On, I'm Coming. They didn't want it to seem like, or I forget which one, didn't want it to seem like they were endorsing.
Which one of these is not like the other? When we were talking about U2 and Pharrell, I'm not familiar with Tuna
Sam
Dave's
and Dave.
work.
What's that?
I'm not familiar with Tuna Dave's work.
Sam and Dave, who did Hold On, I'm Coming.
Okay.
But others that have told Trump to stop include Adele for the song Rollin' in the Deep and Skyfall. Not sure Skyfall is the most inspirational,
That's him associated with James Bond.
That must be what it is. Neil Young said, please stop playing Rockin' in the Free World. REM, it's just weird what he chooses, because REM says, please stop playing It's the End of the World and We Know It and I Feel Fine.
Man, but to be fair to Trump, that should be his theme song.
That's his anthem.
Who chooses that at your rallies? It's the end of the world. Was this like during
as
the
we know it, though? The song says it's the end of the world as we know it. That's your democracy. That's your freedom.
Oh my God.
You're not messing around. You know what I think is interesting is that so many people that I talked to were so depressed about what happened last week. You know, the synagogue, the 2 African Americans that were murdered in the Kroger by a white supremacist, the pipe bombs being sent to, it was just like a horrible week for people who have a consciousness, you know what I mean? Like everybody was just down. And this dude was like, let's jam the happy. You know what I mean? It's just it's so confusing for people who have a conscience, who are normal. And we're just like, what is going on? And this is not partisan. This is about humanity. And if you cannot employ your humanity, then where are we now? These are people who were, it was just bizarre. And I can think of presidents who would say, hey, I don't agree with these people's politics, but I don't want their families getting blown up. It's not that anymore. And you know what, like they keep saying the left is so violent. Well, why haven't you heard of anybody on the left trying to do that kind of stuff? They're kicking people out of restaurants. They're not trying to murder people. And I just don't want this to become normal. I don't want to live in a world where this kind of behavior is normal. And that's not anti-Trump, that's anti-evil. And if Trump and evil are synonymous, then so be it.
The TYT Plus app is now available on iOS and Android. Download to get more TYT content at tyt.com/app.